eyes quite fresh for this look. Just make sure that's well blended in. On the eyes, this sort of really beautiful sunset sort of colour. I'm going to do that after. A really nice natural, and then I will go in with this lovely sort of coral colour, and I can go where this is sort of less, vivid. I can work that in. I just tap that in and have that coming down a little bit lower here. So just working that in. Just gently tapping those two colours so that they blend really nicely. You've got a little bit more of a transition there. You can take it up to the hairline if you wanted to. So you can see there that it just gives that beautiful kind of glowy gold appearance. And then I would just tap that down. Brush your lips together at the end before I start. So for today's video, I thought I would do a nice wearable sunset blush look. So just freshening up the skin. Just going to brush up the brows. So I'm going to keep the eyes quite fresh for this look. And because Misha's got amazing skin, I'm just going to go in with a little bit of concealer. Just going to go in with a primer now. Any excess that I've got here, I'm just going to layer onto Misha's skin, ready to massage in those areas. sure that's well blended in. And I always like to go back to the brows as well. Certainly once I've finished checking the makeup, I'm just going to brush. So I haven't added that primer. I'm going to brush up. Now we'll be going in with a bit of eyebrow gel towards the end. I've got a couple of colours. I'm just going to go in with a really nice neutral tone there. Nice natural tone. Just working that in just slightly above the socket crease and then blending that out, softening it out. Can you see it? Just working a little bit along here and just a little bit to this side. You can see my placement. Adding just a little bit above the socket area. Just giving a little bit of definition there. And then I will be adding in afterwards over the top on the eyes this sort of really beautiful sunset sort of colour. I'm going to do that after. I just wanted to get a nice base there first. And then just along the lash line, I'm going to just work a really lovely, beautiful sort of taupe brown colour. And it really doesn't matter if you get any fallout, if you do the eyes first. You can just blend it away after. Just really soften it out. Just a really nice natural eye. Same this side. Working it up in between the lash line. Out. Could go a little bit thicker if you wanted to. And then just buffing that away. So that's great. If you open your eyes, lovely. So it just looks very, very natural. And then once I go in with the other colour, it will give it more of that sunset look. And then if you get any fallout at the bottom, you can just take a fluffy brush. So you can see here, there's a little bit of that eyeshadow come down. You can just sweep it away. So because this look is all about the blusher, keeping the eyes very, very natural. And I will go in with a bit of mascara as well once I've done the concealer. So with my concealer brush, just going to work in to key areas. Puff that out, the skin. Now just on the forehead. And then I will take a little bit of this just underneath the eyes as well. Just a smaller brush. See that's great. Just taking that along, just underneath. Blending. Big buffing brush now because I like to go over the skin. Certainly when it's quite a natural base, just make sure that that's blended. So, and then I love going in with a bit of shading under the eyes. Just going in with a slightly more medium tone. That's great. I like going with a buffing brush. And just smooth it. Just add a natural coat of mascara. Okay. Working that in the brush. So we pop your head to this side, that's great. So I'm going to go in with these two colours. I'm just going to start, I think on you actually, Misha. I want to go a little bit more of this pink to start with. I'm going to work that in up onto the temple. And you can go in with as much, or you can go in with less. You don't have to go in too heavily. And then just so you've got it even both sides, we'll add a little bit on this side now, just tapping it, blending it in. Because I think if you start by dotting it and then having the colours, what it can do is if you're not careful with your application, it can just end up merging into one colour. So we want that sort of silhouette. You can see there, just taking a little bit more here. You can see just working that colour, just really pressing it into just a really nice natural. And then I will go in with this lovely sort of coral colour and I can go where this is sort of less, vivid. I can work that in. I just tap that in and have that coming down a little bit lower here. So just working that in. You could actually do this if you even had like a powder blush that you wanted to work in as well. You can see there, and then the same on this side. Just working that in to the cheeks. Just gently tapping those two colours so that they blend really nicely. You've got a little bit more of a transition there. You can take it up to the hairline if you wanted to. Okay. And that will give the start of that sunset blush look. So all that's doing is using those two colours, and you can use it the other way around if you wanted to as well. Go for the brighter pink cheeks and then the more coral colour there. And then what creates that beautiful sunset look is taking more of a gold colour. So this is a lovely highlighter I'm going to go in with. You can see there. I'm just going to work a little bit of this now in. I'm just going to pop you over to that side. And you could even take it up onto the eyes if you wanted to do that. No. And then this side to work a little bit. That highlight, that gold colour, is working that in, merging it in. So you can see there that it just gives that beautiful kind of glowy gold appearance. And then I would just tap that down. Lovely. And I'm just going to work a little bit in, just making sure that you're blending a little bit into that hairline as well. Gently blending, same here. Just working that up. And I'm tempted on Misha just to take a little bit here as well. So taking a little bit of that colour and working it a bit into this area, so you could certainly do that if you had a separate highlighter. You can also do the same to these sort of areas. So I'm going to go in with a lovely moussey sort of sunset colour, quite similar actually in shade to the highlighter, but I find that particular highlighter is a little bit more natural, whereas this is just got a little bit more intensity to it. So you could really go for it with this kind of colour. Just going to work a little bit this beautiful sunset colour just onto the lids. This is like a really lovely texture. You can see, taking a little bit on this side, like so. And all this you can do with your fingers, just taking that. You could even merge a little bit down there if you wanted to. I'm just going to keep this onto Misha's eyes. Lovely. You can see there, it just gives that really beautiful sheen. Right, let's go in with a bit of lip liner. Just going to add this all over Misha's lips so that when the gloss starts wearing off, she's got a lovely neutral colour underneath. To add a little bit of that. So neutral. And then over the top of that, I've got this beautiful colour. It's quite sort of sunset kind of shade. Actually, let me show it on my palette. So, show you there. It's got a really lovely peachy sort of tone to it. So, brush your lips together at the end. Just set a bit of powder to key areas. And then go in with a bit of setting spray. Just creating a really wearable way of wearing a sunset blush look.